a public inquiry into foreign interference veering into domestic politics.
The leader of the official opposition, who is certainly trying very hard to become prime minister, is choosing to play partisan games with foreign interference.
The prime minister here to defend his handling of foreign meddling, instead getting partisan himself with some explosive accusations.
I have the names of a number of parliamentarians, former parliamentarians and/or candidates in the Conservative Party of Canada who are engaged or at high risk of, or for whom there is clear intelligence around foreign interference.
That means senators or MPs may have knowingly or unwittingly helped countries like China, India, or Russia covertly further their interests. Trudeau says he told CSIS to give Poilievre the names, but said the service can't because Poilievre refuses to get security clearance.
The decision of the leader of the Conservative Party to not receive the necessary clearance to get those names and protect the integrity of his party is bewildering to me and entirely lacks common sense.
Poilievre has argued if he gets that clearance, he'll be sworn to secrecy and muzzled.
Your own chief of staff yesterday gave evidence that the recipient of that information would not be able to use that information in any manner. Do you agree with that?
No, I disagree, because the party leader can choose to not allow someone to run for them for any number of reasons.
The Conservatives' lawyer called Trudeau's allegations salacious and accused him of grandstanding.
Are you aware of the names of any Liberal parliamentarians, former parliamentarians or candidates that are at risk of being compromised by FI?
Yes, and for other parties as well.
In a statement, Poilievre said that his chief of staff has received classified briefings and at no point was told that any Conservative politician may be compromised, and said if Trudeau has evidence to the contrary, he should share it with the public.
And so, Ashley, Poilievre is also accusing Trudeau of lying under oath.
Yeah, Adrienne. In fact, he called on Trudeau to publicly release the list of names of those allegedly somehow involved in foreign interference, but Trudeau testified that that information is highly classified.
All right, Ashley Burke in Ottawa. So let's bring in CBC News' chief political correspondent, Rosie Barton, now to break down the politics here. Rosie, what did you make of Trudeau's tactics?
Adrienne, it's clear the Prime Minister had a very political agenda today in two ways. First, painting Pierre Poilievre as being unserious about national security because of that refusal to get the security briefings, and planting the seed that his refusal to be made aware of potential foreign interference inside his own party has left the party vulnerable too, and suggesting that this isn't what someone who wants to be Prime Minister should be doing. The second target today was really about his own political challenges, that group of Liberal MPs looking to get rid of him as leader. There was an opportunity here for Trudeau to look like a leader, to attack his main opponent, and maybe to show his caucus that he still has some fight left in him.
And the Conservative position now in all of this?
Pierre Poilievre really thought that refusing the security briefing was smart politics for him, but it does now run the risk, I think, of being damaging, since he can't fight back on the same playing field as the Prime Minister, who's obviously seen the intelligence, which is perhaps why you saw Poilievre come out swinging in that statement, saying the Prime Minister is lying under oath. Conservatives say they were surprised, frankly, to see the Prime Minister use this particular venue to be so partisan, to go after Poilievre, and they say to hide behind the classified information he's not allowed to share. But remember, Adrienne, that is the same information that Poilievre refuses to see.
All right, Rosemary Barton in Ottawa for us tonight. Now to the violent acts carried out against Canadians in Canada and the accusations about Indian government involvement at the highest levels. Kate McKenna with what the Prime Minister says he knew and when.
A rare glimpse behind the curtain of the origins of a diplomatic crisis captivating the world.
I was briefed on the fact that there was intelligence.
Justin Trudeau describing what led to this last year.
Today I'm rising to inform the House
accusing India of being tied to the assassination of Sikh activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Now Trudeau says his office encouraged intelligence agencies at that time to take a closer look.
Seeing and talking with members of the South Asian community around who were quite insistent that it was something that was likely connected to government of India.
Turns out law enforcement was already on it and soon dug up intelligence that the murder was directed from the top of the Indian government.
It culminated with a conversation I had with Prime Minister Modi on after the end of the last session at the G20 in Delhi, where I sat down and shared that we knew that they were involved.
But he says state-directed violence towards Canadians continued and diplomats played a role.
Covert, clandestine, coercive measures, threatening to withhold family visas.
Culminating in Canada expelling 6 diplomats this week and this shocking announcement.
Indian diplomats and consular officials based in Canada leveraged their official position to engage in clandestine activities such as collecting information for the government of India.
Justin Trudeau and the RCMP say they're speaking out because of real and enduring threats to public safety. And sources close to the investigation say more diplomatic expulsions could be coming. Kate McKenna, CBC News, Ottawa.